Hello, friends. Welcome to day 29 of I Am Salt from 40 Days to the Brave New You. I'm Donna Reiners. Welcome to your greatest partner living inside. Living inside of who? Well, it's living inside of you and living inside of me. If you've happened upon this, then please know that I'm not your religious crazy person. I am the person who wants you to know that God lives inside of you, that He's not mad at you, that He's happy with you, that He's pleased with you, that He's not a grumpy judge up in the sky going, bad, bad, bad. No. He is a wonderful, loving Father. Even if your father sucked, God does not suck as our Father. So today's I Am Salt is about salt being a preservative and how you are salt and you are preservative. It's used to keep food longer so that it can be eaten later. Salt is used to make food taste better. You make life taste better for those around you. God preserves lives through us and makes life taste good to those around us. It's very powerful. Salt is powerful, and so are you. So today's thought for the mind is, I am salt and I taste good. It sounds crazy, right? I am salt and I taste good. But if you walk around all the time thinking that you're no good, that you're awesome, that you're awful, that nobody likes you. You know, I grew up in the generation where you sang, nobody loves me, everybody loves me, guess gonna eat somewhere. I mean, it was just a horrible season in life if you thought you were nobody. Well, people still today think they're nobody. And nobody is the farthest thing from the truth, the reality of who we are, who you are. Maybe you've been told that you're not someone that somebody else wants to be around. Well, on a mature area, you might ask yourself why. Are you poo-pooing all the time? Are you mad all the time? Are you angry all the time? Are you depressed all the time? Are you moody all the time? There could be a reason in the natural realm why someone doesn't want to be around you. And maybe that's a place inside of you where you need to be healed, where I need to be healed. A place where we can receive the instruction of the Lord and take that mood that makes us be like doom and move it into something that's good. That's good because salt tastes good. So I encourage you today to consider the reality. Focus on the truth. The truth is you're from God and you return to God. And you are good enough. You are good enough for you. You're good enough for your family. You're good enough for your friends. You're good enough. The grace of God has made you good enough. The sacrifice that took place made you good enough. The cross has made you good enough without your effort, without your yes, without your I do, without the religious ups and downs and the liturgical way of responding to God. Oh, let me do this, let me do that. No. Your reality and my reality is based on who God says we are and what God says we can do. God says you're salt. So today's mouth, we already covered the mind. The mouth today, I want you to say is, I'm full of life. Maybe you feel like crap. Maybe you feel like there's nothing about your life that's good. But the reality is there's life inside of you because you are breathing. Listen, you are breathing. You are alive. Perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. I am full of life. Jesus said He is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus says He's the salt of the earth. Jesus says He has peace no human can give us because Christ lives inside me. Because Christ is inside of you. You're filled with His ways, His truth, His life, and that makes you salt of the earth. That makes me salt of the earth. The mouth today, I live in tranquility because of the confident hope in the one who lives within me. Maybe you're not accustomed to seeing that God lives inside of you. Maybe when you look yourself in the mirror, you look back and just see you. But if you will look into your eyes long enough, you will see that you were created with divine destiny, with divine purpose. You know what's coming to mind right now is there was a king in the Old Testament who lost his mind for about 5 years, Nebuchadnezzar. And it said one day he came to his right mind. He came into his right mind. He came into his true self. If you will look into your own eyes long enough, you will find your true self. And maybe you have to look in your eyes long enough to see through the gloom, to see through the doom, to see through the pain, to see through the turmoil, to see through the agitation, to see through the frustration, to see through your failures, to see through your success, to see through everything inside of you that you have not liked. If you'll stay there and not jump ship and keep looking, you will come in contact with the one who created you right there inside of you in your own eyeballs. It's a journey. Maybe you'll look for 5 minutes and find the one who lives inside, or maybe it'll take you 20 years. Either way, it's the journey. It's over the river. It's through the woods to Father's house you are already living in. You're already living in the one who lives in you. It's not religion. It's relationship. And if you're used to a bunch of religion being crammed down your throat, listen, I used to be the religious one. I used to be the one cramming things down people's throat. I crammed it down my own throat. And it took a while, but now I get it. Christ in me is the confident expectation. Christ in you also is the confident expectation. Christ in you is the hope. Christ in you is real. It is not a myth. It's not just some spirit in the sky. Woo! Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Heck no. This is Christ inside of you. A real person with real identity that wants you to come into your real identity. And today's topic is how part of your identity is that you are salt, that you are good, that you are preserved, that you are preservation for someone else, that you have purpose inside of you that maybe you don't even understand. But if you would grab a hold of you, Christ in you, look in there inside of you, if you would grab hold of you, guess what? You'll come into the reality that you are good enough, that there's nothing about you that has missed the mark, because Jesus hit the mark for you and me both. So I bless you. I bless you. Today's movement is, I will eat something without salt and then I will salt it. Does food taste better after you do that to you? Now, look at yourself introspectively. Can you see how your life has changed because of God living inside you? And maybe you can't, but guess what? If you will look at your life and start acknowledging that God lives inside of you, I bet you would see how you've changed after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 24 hours, just by the simple acknowledgement of the one who created you living inside of you. Yeah. If you really want something awesome to read, read Colossians 4:6 in the Passion Translation. You can also read it in the NASB. And I just want to close by telling you, it's the goodness of God. The goodness of God, which makes you salty. The goodness of God. You are salt, and I am salt. So I blessed you today. This is day 29. I'm actually behind, so I'm going to come on and do day 30 next, and then we'll be caught up. And then on Monday, we will start day 31. Listen, this week has been all about encouraging ourselves. Encouraging ourselves how? Encouraging ourselves by seeing that God lives inside of us. Sometimes people go a whole lifetime not realizing the reality of the one who lives inside of them. They go the whole lifetime making life just about them. But if you make life just about you, you might be very depressed and very sad and very ornery and very angry because you're not looking from a perspective, a substance of life. You're just looking at it through you, through your successes, through your failures. But God has a different point of view, and He has intention for you. And it's not too late to stop and see that you're brand new. I bless you today. This is Donna Reiners, and I will talk to you soon. 40 Days to Brave New You. This is what we're going through. You can PM me to get a copy, or you can find it at Barnes & Noble or on Amazon. You can also, I have a link. You can download a PDF or Kindle or Apple onto your device, and then you can go through it on a daily basis as well with me. So I bless you. Until soon, this is Donna. Goodbye.